I know who you are. I want other people to know who you are so we could talk about all that you do because it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to just get the logistics out of the way. You are indeed Allie Burke, and you're a wife and mother of two girls who started your own personal training business in 2020. What a crazy time to start a business.
Yep.
You help women who are working towards all types of goals, mainly focusing on strength training, nutrition, pre and postnatal coaching. She's very heavily involved in the community, doing free group workouts for women and participating in fairs like today,
Like today.
um, and events around Middle Tennessee. Her goal is to help women find consistency in the chaos of life. Love that. By establishing healthy habits that create a lifestyle of health. Um, and I know firsthand you're so good at that. Like
Thank you.
so incredibly good at that. Just because I think you are a mom and you are a wife and you are just age demographic wise, you're just it's really been amazing to experience all that you do um for women in this community. And when I say this community, would you say Middle Tennessee is a
I want
focused
to
area?
be I want to be full Middle Tennessee. Right now it's like, Mount Juliet, Lebanon-ish.
Mhm.
So eventually it will be all of Tennessee and, just continue to grow from there. I want to build something that is beyond my reaches,
Mhm.
that is goes from one person to the next, to the next, to the next, and it just inspires this lifestyle of health.
That's great. That's so great. And so why was the focus on women first off, and then like why is strength training so important for women?
Well, I wasn't dealing with guys. I didn't want to even touch that. I know how to train me,
Yeah.
and that was what really started the whole journey, I guess you could say. Well, not the start of it, but what what got me to focus on women was, okay, I know me. I've gone through pregnancies. I am a wife. I've worked. I have done all of these things that I can contribute my knowledge to. And then I got the
Mhm.
formal knowledge. And it was when I was trying to figure out like my demographic, I just wanted to do what I knew best. And I don't know how to train a guy. I can read
Mhm.
all of the books in the world. I can get all of the certifications in the world, but ultimately I don't know what they're going to feel.
Mhm.
And so that really helped for me to grow in that area. But
Right.
strength training was something that I've always done. So I've trained for more than 2 decades, and it has majority of the time been revolved around strength training. I've gone through the
Mhm.
cardio bunny phase. I've gone through the boot camps and all of that too, but it's always come back to strength training. And the reason that strength training is so important for women is that, for one, it increases muscle mass and strength. Two, it boosts your metabolism.
Mhm.
For women, especially because as we age, we lose bone density. Strength training increases your bone density. So,
Mhm.
dealing with osteoporosis, especially as you're going through the premenopausal and menopausal phases of life, your bone density drastically reduces. So, that is something that I like to stress for older women, especially because strength training is not only just good for your overall health, good for building muscle, but the longer that we wait to start strength training, the more damage
Mhm.
that our bodies are going to naturally have. Then you have the risk of injuries, you have the risk of falls, you have the risk of broken bones. So just starting that a lot earlier, I mean, you can start at any age, but starting it earlier is better because then you can
Mhm.
start to build it up. It supports your hormones. So
Pesky hormones, man.
all those fun hormones. Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
Yeah.
like it literally has this incredible positive effect on your hormones, like insulin sensitivity, your cortisol levels. All of those can be protected and improved with strength training. I mean, mental health.
Mhm.
I know for me, that was one of my saving graces was being able to work out for my mental health. I have
Right.
chronic anxiety and depression. I've been medicated for years for that. But if I didn't have the days that I don't work out, my husband's
Mhm.
like, "Hey, can you, like, go for a walk or something?
Hey.
I need you to move your body because you're, like, irritated."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, all across the board, strength training is absolutely the best for fat loss, for aging. Like, it's literally an anti-aging. So,
Mhm.
it is the best of the best. It's the GOAT. That's why
And
so
what you are obviously extremely passionate about this. I mean, like extremely passionate. And
mhm.
I kind of want to know what clicked in your mind and heart to where you were like, I need to do this as a career. And this is something that I am passionate about.
So, when I when I started to go down this rabbit hole of, I guess, looking into training, I knew that I had done it for years. It was something that I loved.
Hmm.
I taught fitness classes in college. I've strength trained since I was in high school. Um, and then after I had Emmy, my first baby, um, we did just the stay-at-home mom thing for a year. So
Hmm.
that was all that we had. A year. I had a year of trying to figure out what I was going to do. My previous job had naturally dissolved, and so I wasn't working. And I knew that there was more. But in October of 2019, I got rebaptized because I felt the calling that I needed to reestablish myself in the church with my love of Jesus and become more of a disciple than I had been. And so I got rebaptized. And then I don't know if you can cuss on here, but shit hit the fan.
You can. You can.
So that happened, and it was so very apparent to me that it was like I was being extremely tested,
Mm,
and so I fell apart. I mean, like,
mm,
Davy would come home days and Emmy would be running around in the living room, and I would just be, like, laying down face down on the island, like,
mm,
could not come to terms with anything, everything was just falling apart, and I was like, "Why is this happening now?" And I told Davey one night, I said, I have to get in my car. I have to go find a class. I need to go to the gym. I need to do something. So I started looking up yoga classes and I had a membership at the Y at the time. And so I went to the Y and with full, um, full reasoning or desire or whatever to go to that class. I sat in the parking lot and bawled,
mm,
just overwhelmed me. Everything just happened. And I felt this impression on my heart. It's like, you need to teach, you need to train, you need to do something in this lane because this is where your passion lies. This is how you can make your mark. This is how you can be helpful to other women who are going through the same things that you're doing.
mm.
And I sat in the parking lot and I purchased my first certification for becoming a certified personal trainer.
Wow.
Yep. So that was
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Sheesh,
Yep.
I got all tears in my nose. So good.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was a lot. So then I started studying and then, kind of life happened. It was the end of the year. It's crazy time for Davy's schedule. So my husband is in device sales, medical device sales. So he's crazy at the end of the year.
mhm.
And it's already an overwhelming, stressful time anyway. So I just kind of let it fall off. And then March of 2020, we all know what happened there. So I was like, well, I'm stuck at home. Let's go ahead and finish this. I have really no reason not to at this point. So
Wow.
August, I got my certificate, or July, I got my certification. August, I started training.
Man,
Yeah,
that is crazy.
yeah, yeah. It was an interesting time.
It's an incredible story. I didn't know any of that. I think that
Thank you.
alone is just going to be a huge. I think your story is relatable in so many ways too. I feel like so many women have had a moment in their car like that. I mean, where it's
I've had many moments like that. That was
oh
just
my
one that
gosh,
was actually very pivotal in
same,
my life. It
same.
was like God's like, you need something now here.
Yes. Yes. Mine looks more like all windows down, loud music on,
hmm
just driving like near the lake or something. I mean, it's
Oh,
just like,
I sit and park at the lake all the time. Well, used to.
oh,
Now the kids,
yeah.
they'd be mad if because they're
Yes.
always with me. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the lake is
Well,
definitely cathartic.
for sure. Well, that's like so incredible that, and I think that It really is would you say that your business has taken off in, like, just the last few years probably? It's just as it's developed?
In the last year, honestly.
Mm.
I mean, it has been I am the type that likes to stair step in everything that I do. I have to do one little thing at a time. I can't jump
Mhm.
from here to here. And that's what I tried to do with my training. I tried to jump from here to here. And it was
Mhm.
like, we're going to slow back here. So I've realized that now, especially over the last year, adding the nutrition component to it
Mhm.
and really being able to help guide people through the nutrition aspect in addition to the strength training, because nutrition is so imperative for building the strength that you need, for
Right.
being able to feed your muscles. So having that extra component over the last year, I think, has been the biggest improvement in what I've been
Mhm.
doing. And the community with First Form is amazing. That's the company that I do the nutrition coaching with, and it's just made a bigger difference in the way that I can coach people. And
Mhm.
I mean, within the last 6 months, adding the community aspect and being able to do these workouts with women, just
Mhm.
having the free workouts, and then now getting into doing the events and the fairs and all of the things. I'm just trying to get into the community as much as possible so that we can continue making an impact and helping people to find this consistency with health, because
Right.
the life our lives are chaotic, and there's never going to be a moment that's like you have everything perfect. This is
Mhm.
when we have to start training. You have to
Yes.
figure it out as you go, because it's not ever going to be
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, and as you bridge that, you kind of rolled us into this question. Um, what advice would you give to people who are looking to make a drastic change in their kind of fitness and overall health that don't necessarily know where to start?
The first thing that I would say is start small. Start
Mm,
smaller than you think you need to. When you're starting this journey, you're motivated. You're
mhm.
excited. You're like, I'm going to train 5 days a week. I'm going to eat everything perfect. And you're
Right.
setting yourself up for failure. You need
Hmm.
to start with one habit. Start with something that you can easily do, like drinking water. You can drink 100 ounces of water in a day. So let's start with that habit. How many steps do you walk on a normal basis? Okay, let's increase that by 1,000. Now start that every day. And as you
Hmm.
continue to go and these become just regular parts of your routine, then you
Hmm.
add on to it. You habit stack and you get more and more as you continue going. And then you get to this ultimate lifestyle. And that's the other part of it, is making it a lifestyle. Like, it doesn't,
Hmm.
you can go through these moments of like extreme training or trying to do a like calorie deficits or cuts or anything like that, and those can be periods of time. But to
Hmm.
keep you consistent, you have to make it a lifestyle. You have to make it sustainable and something that you
Right.
actually enjoy. Like, if you want wine at the end of the night, have your wine. Build it into your day, but have your wine. If you,
Yeah.
if you're going out to eat, go out to eat. Build it into your day. Make
Hmm.
decisions that make your body feel good. And it's not just the food, it's the social aspect of it, it's the mental aspect of it. It's whole
Hmm.
body health.
Right. And that's like a whole cultural thing. Food is like such a culture.
Oh, I love food. I
Right.
absolutely love
Love
food.
food. Love food. Love food with people. It's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Thank
Well, switching gears a little bit, um, kind of on the fun end of it before you have to set up for your festival.
Yeah.
What has been the most fun part about being a trainer?
Seeing the women that I'm working with and the results that they're getting with
Mm,
just doing the things that they would have normally been doing, but with guidance and with intention, and having them have results and just be absolutely mind blown by it, I think is the
mhm.
most fun part, because I get messages now that are like, why is this working? Like, I'm eating a lot of food. Why is this working?
Right.
And
Right.
it's just, I think that is what I ultimately want to build, is just like all of these women who are just like, I feel so good. I'm energized. I have confidence. I feel strong. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's definitely the most fun part, is just seeing how people react when they are having these like revolutions of like, okay, I can do this lifestyle.
I love it.
Yep.
It's so fun, and you are so fun to work with. Everybody
Aw,
needs to know
thank
that.
you.
So
Thank you.
fun. Um, and I would love to know just so we could share with, like, how other people can find you, like,
Yeah.
what are the best ways to find you, connect with you, if
So
they're interested in all that?
yeah, I am on Instagram, and it is Allie P. Burke CPT on Instagram, and then on Facebook, Allie Page Burke. I have a private Facebook community as well that's called the Burke Fitness Community, and you have to request to join in, but it is for women. We do lots of fun things right now. We're in the middle of September, November, or September challenge, not September, November, but that is kind of catchy.
That is
Um,
catchy.
I may have to do that again for November. So the September challenge is on right now. So whoever ends the month with the most steps, it's a buy-in challenge, so they win the pot of money. And the
Whoa.
last two challenges we've had, the last one was $150. The one before that was $100. So they're continuing to grow every time.
Yeah.
So it's a super fun community. We do like nutrition, we have recipes, we have a workout each week. So that is probably one of the best places because you get me one on one there as well. But you can
Mhm.
also work with me in nutrition coaching with First Form. So um, I think, are you going to put that in the show notes for
Yeah,
the
I'll put
email?
everything in there for
Okay,
you, yeah.
awesome, awesome. Yeah, so First Form is where I do the nutrition coaching, and you can join our team there.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to hang, and, um, again, if you are in Middle Tennessee, there is a health and fitness festival today, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
So, Charlie Daniels Park, but
It'll be a
once
good
they
one.
hear this, it'll be gone.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say, I'm sure.
I know.
But I will be at Halloween in the Park with protein samples and pre-workout samples on October 19th.
Okay, perfect. That's great. So
Yeah,
make sure people come out and see you.
awesome. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Mindy. I appreciate you having
Yes.
me on.
I hope you have the best day.
Thank you. You too.